Welcome to Codebusters Booklet 8. In this booklet, you will learn the letter names and sounds of H, U, and Y. Remember, parents, it's important for you to be involved in this booklet, especially when your child says the letter names and their sounds. We'll have more information for you at the end of this video. For now, let's open up the front and side cover of this booklet and you'll see this page. Notice that whenever you see any tracing or guidance, we want you to write those letters, so be sure to do that so you can get your prize. Now let's get to our first letter. Let's read the directions at the top of the page. Repeat each letter name and its sound after your teacher 3 times. This is the lowercase letter H. Its name is H. Its sound is H, as in hat. H, H, H. And now we can write our lowercase letter h. This is the uppercase letter H. Its name is also H. Its sound is also H, as in hat. H, H, H. And now we can write our uppercase letter H. Now we'll go on to the next activity. Say the name and sound or beginning sound of each letter or picture. You can ask for help if you're not sure what the picture is during class. Then fill in each letter or circle the picture. This first one is the letter H. Its sound is H. And now we can write our lowercase letter h. This is a picture of a heart. Its beginning sound is H. Now we can circle it. This is a picture of a hat. Its beginning sound is H. And now we can circle it. This is a picture of a horn. Its beginning sound is H, and now we can circle it. This is a hippo. Its beginning sound is H, and now we can circle it. This is a horse. Its beginning sound is H, and now you can circle it. This is a hammer. Its beginning sound is H, and now circle it. Now let's move on to the next letter. Repeat each letter name and its sound after your teacher 3 times. This is the lowercase letter U. Its name is U. Its sound is as in umbrella. U, 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 And now you can write it. This is the uppercase letter U. Its name is also U. Its sound is also as in umbrella. U, 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 And now write it. Say the name and sound or beginning sound of each letter or picture. You can ask for help if you're not sure what the picture is. Then fill in each letter or circle the picture. This is the letter U. Its sound is and now you can write it. This is a picture of an umbrella. Its beginning sound is Now circle it. This is a picture of up. Its beginning sound is Now circle it. This is a picture of under. Its beginning sound is and now circle it. This is a picture of unlock. Its beginning sound is and now circle it. This is a picture of uncle. Its beginning sound is now circle it. This is a picture of unpack. Its beginning sound is now circle it. Now we'll start on our last letter for this booklet. Repeat each letter name and its sound after your teacher 3 times. This is the lowercase letter Y. Its name is Y. Its sound is Y, as in yell. Y, 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 Y. And now write it. This is the uppercase letter Y. Its name is also Y. Its sound is also Y, as in yell. Y, 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 Y. And now write it. Now we're going to say the name and sound or beginning sound of each letter or picture. You can ask for help if you're not sure what the picture is during class. Then fill in each letter or circle the picture. This is the letter Y. Its sound is Y, and now we can write it. This is a picture of yell. Its beginning sound is Y, and now circle it. This is the picture of the color yellow. The beginning sound is Y, and now circle it. This is a picture of the word yawn. Its beginning sound is y, and now circle it. This is a picture of the word yum. Its beginning sound is y, and circle it. This is yuck. Its beginning sound is y, and now circle it. This is a picture of yo-yo. Its beginning sound is y, and now circle it. Now we'll go over the blending for this booklet. Let's read the directions first. Say the sound of each letter separately, then blend the sounds together. H, h, y, I, y, I, yeah, y, a, y, a, yeah, y, a, y, a, ya, j, 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 f, n, n, up. And that's going to be the blending you'll see, as well as some other review ones in this booklet. Now for the parents. Remember, parental interaction is essential in this series, especially when your child says the letter names and their sounds. If you open up your child's booklet to the front and side cover, you'll see this page. We want to remind you that whenever guidance or tracing is provided, your child needs to write the letters. However, if you don't see tracing or guidance, you can have your child do it for good practice. We really want the students to start honing in on their fine motor skills. So extra practice is always good. Lastly, it's important to emphasize reading to your children, and we're going to go over more of this stuff at the end of this section. Now we're going to go through different activities that may be challenging for the students. This activity reads as follows. Circle the picture that rhymes with the word provided. So let's look at this first one. When we talk about rhyming, what we really mean is two words that have similar ending sounds. So for this word, hen, we want to see which of these three options has the similar ending sound. So when you're working with your student, be sure to really emphasize the ending sounds. Hen, hen. And let's go through the possible options for the answer. Hen and yell. Hen, men. Hen, umbrella. So now you want your student to tell you which one has the similar ending sound. Hen, yell. Hen, men. Hen, umbrella. Notice that this is a very interactive activity with you and your child to make sure that they really understand how to do this activity. And since they can't read these words quite yet. So hopefully your student at the end of this activity has noticed that hen and men have similar ending sounds. Therefore, hen and men rhyme. Now let's go over the next one. We're using the word pat, and we want to overemphasize that ending sound, pat. So let's go on to our options. We have the word unpack, yawn, and hat. So say these words with the word provided. So pat, unpack, pat, yawn, pat, hat. And hopefully your student identifies that pat and hat sound similar and they rhyme. If your child still doesn't get it by the end of these two or some other activity in this booklet for the rhyming, then just keep giving them examples. So pat, hat, mat, rat, and different things like that. The more examples you give, the better they'll understand what's going on with this activity. Another newer activity is going to be identifying the ending sound of the picture. And most of these booklets were emphasizing the beginning sound, but a good way to indicate a strong reader later on is for the child to be able to identify and isolate the ending sound of a word. So for this instance, we're using the word snake, snake. And you want to once again emphasize that ending sound for your student, snake. And hopefully they can identify that K is the ending sound for the word snake. Another activity in this booklet is review. So we'll go over the directions very quickly. Say the name of each letter, go as fast as you can. Say the sound of each letter, go as fast as you can, and then write each letter. So we want your student to be able to name and identify the sound for each of the letters. This review activity is going to be done every day to make sure your child is retaining all of the information that they've learned so far in the Codebusters series. The last thing I'm going to bring to your attention in these booklets is the prompt at the end of every 4th page for you to read a story with your student. Once again, you can either read what's in the booklet with the story provided at the end of this book, or if there's a book that your student really enjoys or a certain book that you got from the library recently, you're more than welcome to use that as well. Let's jump right back to the story for now so I can show you what that looks like. This is the back inside cover of your student's booklet. It looks something like this. We'll read the directions at the top first. Let's read this story. Follow my finger underneath each word as I read it. Repeat as many times as desired, and then your student can find all 5 horns that are hidden in the picture. Now, notice that in this story, we try to incorporate as many of the vocabulary words as possible. So that way we're really emphasizing the words and the sounds that we are working on in this booklet. Like I said for the directions, make sure that your student is following your finger as you read so that they're correlating the sounds with the words that you're reading. It's important to do this with any story that you may be reading with your student. And we'll be doing this and reading this with your student every time they come in for class. The last reminder I want to give is that when your student is blending, we want to ensure they're using short vowels. So we'll go over those now. It will be A as in apple, I as in igloo, O as in octopus, and as in umbrella. So be sure you're using your student is using those short vowels to blend properly. If you have any other questions about this or any other booklet, please contact the owner of your Gideon Center.